What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Fantastic Tutorial. I'm Xavior Spade. I'm going to be showing you some dope sleight of hand right now. The move I'm going to be showing you is a move by a man named 𝗏𝗏𝗠𝗏𝗡, rest in peace, who did some amazing magic. And this is a pretty interesting color change, and it's a lot of fun to do, and I think it'll teach some interesting things and hopefully open your ideas to some stuff to do with a move like this. So let's get into it right now.
Come here, yeah, you guys are...
Let's just go. So if you don't know who 𝗏𝗏𝗠𝗏𝗡 is, he's an ex-FISM winner who created some amazing magic in his time and recently passed away. He did create some great magic. And this is just one of the moves. I remember teaching a while back a fan steal, which was 𝗏𝗏𝗠𝗏𝗡's. This is a color change by 𝗏𝗏𝗠𝗏𝗡. The first time that I ever see this move talked about or anything like that was back in 1978, the amazing award-winning magic of 𝗏𝗏𝗠𝗏𝗡. So if you want to check that out and some more stuff, you can do that. He also has a couple of videos, I believe, of him doing some stuff, and it's pretty cool. So why not play with some sleight of hand while we're stuck in this amazing situation of not being able to go out? Just a little reminder, I started another YouTube channel where I get to stream and hang out and play some video games and do a bunch of other stuff. So please check out that channel in the link below, and let's get right into this. I thank you in advance for your subscriptions. Okay, so we are going to get into the winter change, and I'm going to show you a few things that you can do with this move to play around with it. So essentially what's going to happen is we're going to side steal a card out into a weird kind of palm, and then we're just going to replace it on top. So essentially what's happening, if you want to do it from the bottom, you can to start. So you have a card at the bottom, you're going to push this card out and then onto the palm of the hand here. Now I like to do it where it's beneath the fingers, so it's a little bit here instead of by the fingertips. I've seen some people do it where they literally go into a full side steal and then they come this way and they keep the hand very flat. I'm not a big fan of that. I like the fingers being open a little bit, so I like to do it into the palm this way. It creates a little bit more of an angle issue if you have smaller hands, but I think it looks a lot better. We'll start with this. You're just going to push this card over and into the palm here, just like this. And then you're going to wave over the deck. Now what I'm doing is I'm using my nail to guide that card over my finger. And then I'm going to go over to the thumb side, and I do the same thing. I use my nail to go over the card just because I have very moist hands, so I use my nail. And that'll give you this show over here. Okay, so just like this. And now as you come back, you're just going to replace it onto the top of the deck and let go of everything. So I'll try to do it this way so you can see it. So you come here, you wave over, you go over the thumb, now you come back, and now you drop. And that is the winter change. So that's how you can do it from the bottom of the deck. Because of the type of color change that this is, you can literally do this from anywhere in the deck. It doesn't have to be from the bottom. It could be second from the top. It could be from the middle of the deck. And from the middle of the deck is where I'm going to show you how most of this works. That's the basic move. You pull the card out into this kind of position. See that? It's not quite a palm. It's like just below the finger, so I can keep them open. You're guided across with your nail, transfer to your thumb. You come back, you open your hand, and you drop. That's it. So let's break into the second part. So the second part is, how do you get it from the middle of the deck? Well, you get a break and you push a card out. It's basically the same thing as the bottom of the deck, just from the middle. So you do the same thing, you push the card out. Now with this, what can happen is as you push a card out, some other cards may come with it. And that can be a little troublesome to fix. So what I like to do is just push up with the cards like this. And that helps keep it a little bit more aligned. And then I can steal it out and square the pack as I go through the rest of my color change. Push the card out, push it up a little bit to keep these cards from spreading too much, push it onto the palm, and I'll show you how to cut that noise in a second, and then you can wipe, and then you could come back and change it. So how do you kill some of that noise? Well, you make sure that the card comes straight out instead of up in any direction. So even though I'm pushing the card out, once I get to here, I kind of relax and let the card come out on its own. I don't like to push up on it too much. But from there, it's exactly the same. Just come here, bang, and you're done. So one more time, we'll do it as a color change. So with this, I just have a different color back. This is just a double backer from another deck. And you could steal it from the bottom, from the middle, anything you want. You get it into that position. The fingers are open this way. You come over the deck, and now you can come back and so there you go. So that is how to do basically the winter change. But now I'm going to show you how to do it from a selection. This is going to be a little bit more advanced. You have to do a few things, but once you get it, I think it will be worth it, especially if you want to make somebody's card the card that you reveal. You riffle down to a card. I like to do it this way. You can do it from a dribble this way. You can have them peek a card and just, you know, whatever you want to do. You can control a card like this and get a break. Whatever you want to do. I found that it's easier if you get an in-jog. So that's what I'm going to do with this. So I'm going to riffle, let them peek a card. Now I'm going to drop one, and then I'm going to riffle off the rest, holding a pinky break. And on my way down, I'm going to pull that card in. And now I can turn over the deck and then lift up on that, and that will bring me to the selection. So you riffle down, drop one, pull your in-jog as you come down, you turn over, and now you lift up. That puts you in the position to now slide that selection out into that palm to do your color change. So this is a little trickier because there's a lot going on. So you show the card here, drop one, hold a break, riffle down. As your hand comes down, you pull the break, so you have your in-jog. Now you can turn the deck over, lift up on this in-jog, and that will be your selection. I'll show you another way. So you have a selection picked, you put it into the deck, and you're just going to kick it back. That was a very tiny in-jog, but it is an in-jog still. But I'll pull it out just to make it a little easier for you to see. So this is the selection, and you're going to do the same thing. You're just going to turn over the deck, lift up on it, get a break, and now you can go right into the color change, the winter change. I hope you enjoy it, play around with it, and let's get to the outro right now. All right, that is it. That is the winter change by 𝗏𝗏𝗠𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 little move to cool you down in the hot summer heat. But anyway, leave a comment below of what you think of this move, and if you know anything else about John Cornelius, comment that down below. So comment, subscribe, like the video, hit the bell if you want to be notified of my next video, and check out my other YouTube channel where I stream a couple of times a week. Have some fun. Thank you guys for hanging out and supporting, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.